Meantime, it is 8:40 on this Wednesday morning, March 11, and of course, topping the news along with the primary elections, the revelation yesterday that the coronavirus has made it here into our state of Michigan with a couple of confirmed cases over on the east side of the state. So up to this point here in Michigan, we've just been kind of following developments elsewhere, but now we're starting to see cases almost on our doorstep, and the governor declaring a state of emergency as a result of that last night. The coronavirus spreading across the world and into the United States has not only concerned the general public, but has been a concern of businesses as well. That's, of course, reflected in how the stock market has behaved over the past week or so. But a Michigan law firm got a jump on this whole coronavirus situation and created a task force to help guide businesses through challenges that COVID-19 has created. And we are joined by executive partner with the Varnum law firm, Scott Hill, is with us on WKZO this morning. Scott, good morning.
Good morning, Ken, and thanks for having me on this morning.
Well, I appreciate a chance to explore this topic with you this morning. Where did the idea for this task force begin?
Obviously, it's an issue that's becoming more prevalent to us now with the two cases that we learned about just yesterday. But ahead of that, we felt it was important to develop a cross-disciplinary team to improve communication and just be better positioned to be responsive to our clients' needs. So that's why we formed the task force initially.
Did you find initially in working with businesses on this that they had no idea what to do, that they were kind of caught off guard by this and were just confused and bewildered as to what to do next?
You know, it varied. Some are planned better than others, and some have taken steps previously on other crises that we've had to be best positioned for their employees and best positioned for their supply chain. So it varied across the map.
Let's talk about a few specifics as far as businesses go. I'm thinking in terms of the healthcare industry, they've kind of got a double whammy in this. Not only do they need to protect their employees and their business, but they'll deal every day with those who are customers of their various clinics and businesses who may be impacted by this.
Absolutely. Some of our healthcare clients are asking those questions primarily about their employees. They're used to, better than you and I, dealing with those infectious diseases. Obviously, the influenza A and B have strong strains this year. That's what we're hearing in terms of the number of cases that they're seeing, number of deaths around the country. So they're well positioned on that health side. Certainly on the employment side of what to do and how to treat staff and deal with absenteeism is an important thing that any employer has to manage.
Well, absenteeism has to be a key factor, I'm sure, for businesses, because if you can't produce your product, you can't necessarily sell it to the public. So how do businesses look at this possibility of not being able to produce to their capabilities?
Certainly forecasts are important. Inventory levels are important. Coming out of the Great Recession about a decade ago, when we saw suppliers and customers weaning down their inventory, the just-in-time phenomenon and pricing has been an utmost concern over this time period, shrinking the supply base. And in situations like this where you have supply disruption, it creates more of a challenge for those clients who have gone with one supplier for a particular part that might shut down a line for production. Certainly, if you don't have people, you don't have materials, you have a serious problem on your hand, and that can happen quite quickly.
Executive partner Scott Hill of the Varnum Law Firm with us this morning on WKZO. The firm early on creating a task force to address some of these coronavirus concerns with businesses. Scott, is there any danger of businesses being impacted by litigation of any kind that they may not see coming?
We're not seeing that just yet, Ken. I would anticipate that comes in the next month or two as the initial emergent nature of this comes to pass.
Well, Scott, are there places where we can learn more about this from your law firm?
Absolutely. If you just head to our website, varnumlaw.com, there's a link right there to our task force, and we'd be happy to help with any needs.
Well, we hope businesses hang in there against whatever this may bring, and we appreciate you talking with us this morning about your efforts in helping businesses cope with the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, and what challenges it will create for businesses. Scott Hill has been with us, executive partner of the Varnum Law Firm. We appreciate your time this morning, Scott. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ken. Have a great day.
You as well. On News Radio 590 and 106.9 FM, WKZO.